Hello everybody, this is Miss Karen here from the Montgomery County Norristown Public Library, and this week I'm going to show you guys how to paint this really fun, festive snowman painting. So I know it's not quite cold enough yet for snow, but we are moving into the heart of winter, so I thought this would be a fun craft to try out this week. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to use a pencil on your canvas, and you're just going to outline our snowman's head here. So what you're going to do is start with just a little thin triangle right in the center of your canvas, and then you just connect two curved lines. So for the perspective of this, our snowman is looking straight up, so we're going to see the underside of his head and his nose sticking up. So I went ahead and pre-painted the background on this canvas just to make it a little bit quicker for the video, but all you do is you just draw that shape onto your canvas and paint the entire background color outside of that a solid color. So I chose to do black, so we have that snowfall that shows nice and pretty. You can use whatever color you would like. Now just a note on the technique, for this canvas here I did just use the regular old paint and brush, but this paint is a little bit watery, it's not very thick, so you can see my brush strokes on the canvas pretty clearly there. So to get this nice solid background, all I did was I took a marker, a black marker, and I kind of loosely colored in the background with the marker first and then painted over it. And that just gave it a nice base so that where you see the white sticking through on this canvas here, that black marker is keeping it all shaded in on that one there. So it's up to yourself if you have a marker at home. If you'd like to try that technique, you can go ahead and give that a shot. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, we have our background, we have our shape. We're just going to go ahead and fill in our snowman's nose. So we're going to go ahead and take a smaller brush, dip into the orange. You're just going to connect those two edges of the nose with a short curved line, just like that. And we're just going to go ahead and fill that in with the orange. Okay. And again, you'll notice this paint is a little bit watery. If you'd like that color to show up a little bit more solidly, all you have to do is just wait about 10 or 15 minutes for this first coat of paint to dry, and then you can go back in with that color, go over that same area, and it will just fill in that color a little bit more. So you can do that as many times as you'd like until you have the depth of the color that you would like. But I'm going to go ahead and just do one little coat here. It still gives us a pretty nice vibrant orange there. All right, so once you're done with that, you're going to go ahead, either rinse that brush off or pick up a different brush. We're going to dip now into a nice light pink. So each paint set will be different. We have a couple different manufacturers that we're using and giving out to our patrons, but you should have that nice light pink color. If for some reason you don't, you can just mix a lot of white with a little bit of red and we'll get that nice light pink. So go ahead and get your pink, and you're just going to do two semicircles on the corners. Well, not the corners, he's round, but right on the edges here. So right where the snowman's head is starting to slope downward, we're just going to do two half circles that come out from that side, and we'll go ahead and fill those in. So we're giving our snowman a nice, happy snowman blush. Okay, so we have cheek number one, and then you're going to match it up to the other side and do the same exact thing. Just a little semicircle coming off that edge, and then we'll go ahead and fill that in. Yeah, a little bit of extra pink on there, that's fine. All right, nice and simple. So we have our nose colored in, we have our snowman cheeks, and now we're just going to dip into our black paint with another small brush, and we're going to just do a bunch of black dots to make his little coal smile. So if you want to make sure that you line it up correctly, what you can do is start with the 2 points on the end there. So I just started with the 2 edges of the smile, and now I'm going to just go in and fill that in with those black dots to connect those. And that just makes sure that your smile doesn't go totally wonky. He has a nice straight smile that lines up evenly. All right, so now all we have left to do is fill in our snow in the background. So we're going to go ahead and start with the snowflake here up at the top on his nose. So you're going to dip a smaller brush into the white paint, and we're just going to do 4 dots on the tip of his nose. So our first dot is going to be right at the tip. We're going to do another dot directly above that, and then 2 more dots out to the sides. So for this snowflake, it's going to be a game of letters. So we're going to start out with a T. So let's go ahead and connect all of those dots. And we have our T. Now we're going to go ahead and draw an X directly through our T. So we have side number 1 and side number 2. That's our X. And now if you have room, if you'd like, mine's a little bit full here, but you can go ahead and on the edge of each of these spots on the T, you can go ahead and add a V. So just 2 little lines sticking out of that side, just just like that. So we have our T in the center, our X going through that, and then the V's sticking off of the edges of the T. And that's all there is to that little snowflake. So now you're just going to take that same brush and just put some simple white dots all the way around the canvas. And you can add as many snowflakes as you'd like. If you'd like, you can also repeat that same pattern that we just did for the snowflake on our snowman's nose. You can do that for all of the ones in your background if you want to get really fancy with it. Or you can just do some nice simple dots just like this. And there we go. We'll add one more on the side and we are all set. This is a super easy but really fun painting. I hope you guys have fun with this one. And tune in again next week. We'll be doing another fun, quick activity with snowflakes. Hopefully we get that cold weather and some snow soon. Until then, have a great week, everybody. See you next time.